Yeah, a lot of strong alt options for that Silas over there.
Hit level 6 before Yone. Now Yone has 6 as well. And
Even
Yone,
a catbot
we have
going
to
in
watch
for the
out. Oh,
all
there's a flash.
in, and
Oh
alt
my
gets
god.
stolen, doesn't realize the Y is here as well, has to use the alt to try and run away, but it gets blocked part way by Nero, who turns around and takes Dead Corporal has been farming
Mhm.
up like a monster, and Y looks to turn her attention to this bottle and does not realize that the echo is here. Bubble gets blocked by the Y ultimate. Nami is able to flash to safety, and it's a kill that goes to the Nami.
Lucian is taking a lot of damage here.
And
He
this is the
gets exhausted and
and
he
just
gets the kill as
turns
well.
around and just pops Dominic like a bubble with heading down to the bottle to make sure that no shenanigans take place over there. Meanwhile, in the river, Nero finds
Right.
himself being pincered by the jungle and the opposing mid. Dead Couple has to blow his ultimate to get away. Yone ultimate misses. Dead Corporal barely gets away. Y is here for the follow up, and Katrina Bot finds himself in a sticky situation. Stun gets dodged, but Nero flashes over to Walt to chase after Catbot and recall. And we have Ashley Crusher stuck in the Baron pit. He does
Dragon
manage
is
to take the dragon out, fails the vault breaker over the wall, and just gets stuck and gets taken down. Echo and Yone have realized what's happened here, and they are hovering the bot side looking for a couple of potential kills. Irwin also makes his way back to the lane. Bubble connects, but the Ash is going to be safe under tower. Tidal Wave for Tidal Wave gets traded. Cranko gets caught out, but that's a three-man ult by Catbot. No, that's a two-man ult, and that means two kills for him. And Nero tries to run away, stuns Dead Corporal under the turret. Angel Lotus is tanking tower shots and just dies to the turret. Doesn't expect the amount of damage that Nero did in that fight. The ult from Dead Corporal immediately switches all aggro over to Lucian Nami duo continues to put on the pressure. Dominic going to try and chase down Cranko. Huge damage coming out for the Lucian. Exhaust is popped. He is slowed. Alt lands, drops really low and gets killed. Over aggression on the part of Angel Lotus. Overestimate also present in the mid lane. It is a party as the on alt misses and Dead Corporal runs for his life. Pops the stun, but he gets taken down during the CC and on knockup connects with the Lucian. Meanwhile, there's a 2 versus 1 going on in the mid lane. Shutdown goes over to Mundo. Angel Lotus manages to giving a huge shutdown to the Mundo.
Nami does get knocked up, but she will flash away to
Angel
safety.
Lotus decides to get back into the fight despite being really low HP, trying to stop the dragon, but with that amount of HP, is super risky. Crow coming in really clutch with the knockups and the Heimerdinger damage really somewhat taking him by surprise. DK Canyon just tanking all of the turrets right now. They do manage to take down the turrets and stop the dragon for now, but not before Angel Lotus plays with his eyes. And there's a teleport coming in. Crow gets a knockdown, and Silas is back in the fight, and that's really strong Silas. Uh, but not
Silas does
strong enough to
get
fight a 1 versus 3, it seems, as he gets taken down really low, heals himself, but gets taken down by the Nami bubble of all things. The Dead Corporal continues chasing down the Ash. Stun will not connect, but the knockup from Catbot does connect, and he is able to just yeet himself out after getting the kill. Mundo tanking up the turret shots, and Ash D Crusher finds himself in a 1 versus 3 down at to 250 HP, but it looks like they're for now, it seems that Rift Herald is going to be up, and that's going to be the next point of attention as people gather around the mid lane to try and take down Nero once again, and successfully they do take him down, and this might mean Rift Herald for Temple of Kings.
when it comes to taking a single target down.
And
Temple King.
troubles brewing in the bot lane as Katrina bot makes his way to the bottom lane, buffers the Ash ult with his own ult. That's a kill on the Dominic. Lucian dashes in with the damage, and it's going to be 2 kills for Cat bot in the bot lane. So a really effective roam, able to take the turret, the Rift Herald in the top side, and using the fact that Silas was not on the map yet to also get an advantage on the bottom side. And it looks like They are going to do the very same thing in the top lane as Crow finds himself in a very unpleasant situation fighting 1 versus 3 on ult is going to come out, but it's not going to knock anyone
Last
up
few
as he.
stacks. So when it comes to dueling potential, definitely Yone is someone who you should be scared of at this point.
And Dominic going in for the fight with Deadcorp will try to catch him out, but he'll find himself getting caught out instead as Deadcorp will almost takes out two Crow people. And Ashley Kusher team up to take down some mods on their own. Nero meanwhile sitting with the Echo Alt is going to try and dive the Naomi. Cranko finds himself in a bit of a spicy spot, but Nero is going to find the kill on him. And the kill goes over to Cranko, support of any of his laners, and it seems that it's going to be the same situation down here in the bot lane as Dominic attempts to get away from the Yone. His soul is going to time out as he gets yoinked back right into a knockup from Crow and run down the Mundo, not with a lot of success, unfortunately.
Yeah, and it will be a teleport coming from Nero. He
Okay.
has not taken the Mundo ult, so he will have an option to steal either ults. He has taken the Nami ult and he ults right into them. And we have a
But
steal.
Dragon gets stolen by the Echo, but the consequence of that is that Crow is able to get a really strong two-man knockup, resulting in 2 kills. And Catbot is going to try to escape with his life, but the slows from the Ash are super
We
strong at
have
this point. It looks like completed by Catbot on the Yone, so looking to be a bit tankier and getting a bit of Jaksha abuse. But on ult seems to be going down in the middle, and the Lucian gets caught again. Ash slow lands and this is what we were talking about in a while. Very strong pick potential, very strong team fighting from the Soul Society comp. But in the river, we have Dead Corporal trying to find something. Might get tagged by the Nami ult. It does land. Everfrost misses, tries to slow down the own. That's a lot of damage coming in. Has to ult to safety. Meanwhile, Catbot gets a huge ult. Backs off. Nero is super low. Mundo gets a shutdown. This Mundo is not dying. The Mundo is full HP. Ashton Kutcher has to run away and Dominic runs away as well. But Ashton Kutcher is going to get chased down and the shutdown goes over to the. Yeah,
so
we saw
again,
one of them getting popped almost immediately. So that definitely does not help. And this Mundo is super duper tanky, and the Ash being behind means that mistakes like that mean that the Mundo gets really hard to get. Catbot goes in with the all tidal wave is going to find two people, but DK Canyon is out of position as he just gets 1v4'd and immediately deleted, and it's going to be a Yone, an on ult in response, but it seems like Crow misses the bull, and but they're happy. A 1 versus 1 is going to break out in the bottom lane between Nero and Katrina bot, and meanwhile, there's a 4v4 in the jungle as Heimerdinger shuts down the Echo and multiple members dropping super low. Mundo and the Lucian as the members are forced to recall over here to stop the Yone, but Irwin does manage to snipe Cranko. Crow completes his recall, and it's going to be the Ash that's going to take the fight to the Lucian and the Mundo, but gets taken down by the Culling, which is off cooldown. Knockup connects on the Yone, but he is able to just pop back and run the fuck away. Repeat the same as there are super minions heading down the bottom lane as it looks like Dominic is about to catch this wave, that which means that the ADC will not be there for this fight, and Yone has his teleport up, so this could be a 4 versus 5 situation. But is it going to matter as two people get popped immediately? They do manage to secure the Yone ult is able to catch two members.
the Nami
Taking damage, but the Mundo is not going down. Ashtikasha Vault Breaker is going to land on the Yone, but he is just able to snap back. Nero dropping super low. Crow is low as well. Ashti Crusher continues the chase as DK Canyon is now in a 1 versus 4 and gets taken down. Shield is going to save Catbot from some extra damage, but Nero and Crow dropping super low mean that they have to disengage from this fight for now. And
couple of kings have been much better, and the Yone just keeps getting stronger and stronger at this point.
And some spicy stuff that Irwin is up to here, but the spices are not going to be enough as Catbot just shuts him down, takes a fair bit of damage Ashley Caution moving here towards this Chemtech Dragon to possibly secure it. Yone ult over the wall and right back to safety as he realizes that he has missed the ult, and that's going to be the third dragon for Temple of Kings, and they are. Mundo is going to get caught up in the top lane in a 1v2 at the same time. Dominic eats a Yone ult to the face and loses his life for a dead corpler, is going to have to ult out, but Catbot is able to take advantage of that and take down the Heimerdinger, but he's going to pay for it with his life. Cranko dropping low. Mundo pops his ult and attempts to run down the members of Soul Society as Echo dives in deep behind the Y. And Crow now finds himself in the 1-3 situation as he takes down with one with the help of a turret.
Most of their ultimates were on point, but on a few occasions, hitting the Mundo, and Mundo was happy to.